What's up, guys? So today I bring you a three-way comparison between three of the best Google Wear OS smartwatches that you can currently buy in 2024. So we have the newly launched Galaxy Watch 7 versus OnePlus Watch 2 versus Ticwatch Pro 5 Enduro. So buckle your seatbelts, we are going for a ride. Now the full specs are on the screen, so pause if you want to study the specs or let the games begin. Now this video has been created to help you see the main differences between these smartwatches and to help you decide which one to go for, covering everything from the specs, features, strengths and weaknesses of each watch. So let's begin with the pricing. So the Galaxy Watch 7 costs £369 for the 44mm model. The OnePlus Watch 2 is currently on sale for £229, and the Ticwatch Pro 5 Enduro is currently on sale for £269, normally £329. So Samsung's GW7 is priced as the most expensive from the three, and OnePlus Watch 2 is currently the cheapest from the bunch. Now for your convenience, I will be sharing the best prices and the best links to buy them from in the description box below. So starting off with design and build quality. The Galaxy Watch 7 is made from armor aluminium watch case, finished in silver. We also have ultra tough sapphire glass on top, and you've got rather nice touch sensitive bezels for navigation. And 5 ATM plus IP68 certifications along with military standard 810H durability. Now the OnePlus Watch 2 does look quite nice. It's made from a stainless steel watch case with sapphire crystal glass on top. You've got a nice smooth finish with a crown button and a second flat style button. And this watch does also feature 5 ATM and military standard 810H durability. The design is nice, solid build quality, but I think it's slightly let down by the crown button as you can't use it for scrolling. The Ticwatch Pro 5 Enduro is the latest version of the Ticwatch. It's made from a stainless steel watch case and it's finished in black with Gorilla Glass screen protection on top. You've got two buttons on the side, flat style, and a rather nice rotating crown used for navigation, and it gives you haptic feedback. And the watch also features 5 ATM and military standard 810H durability. So solid build and design. The watch is actually a technical marvel with two screens sandwiched together, and it's got the biggest battery we have ever seen in a Wear OS smartwatch. Alright, so let's talk about the wrist straps. All three watches come with removable silicone straps. The Galaxy Watch 7 comes with a 20mm strap with metal buckle and has this rather nice ridged finish. It also features a quick release, so you can replace this with any third-party 20mm band. Now, these are not the OnePlus Watch 2 straps. I put these on for a reason, and I'll quickly show you why. So here are the original straps for the OnePlus Watch 2. You can see that they curve inwards, so I can't lie the watch flat on the table. It will just prop up and then it will just go to the side. So they're very nice straps, very comfortable silicone straps, a more traditional style strap with a metal buckle. It does look and feel pretty good. You do also have quick release, so you can replace them with any third-party strap, but these are a bit bigger. These are 22mm straps. Just going to swap them back. Ticwatch Pro 5 Enduro also has a traditional style strap with metal buckle, and you have this very interesting design on the front and a ridged finish on the back. The strap is also slightly bigger than the others, so it's a 24mm strap with quick release, so you can replace with any third-party 24mm strap. Okay, so next up we're going to talk about the displays. All three watches feature an always-on AMOLED display. The Galaxy Watch 7 features the largest, brightest and highest resolution display from the bunch. So we have a 1.5-inch display, and it's Super AMOLED. That's 480 by 480 resolution with a massive 2000 nits of peak brightness and 327 pixels per inch. So compared to the other three, the Galaxy Watch has a more upgraded AMOLED display. Now the OnePlus Watch 2 and the Ticwatch Pro 5 Enduro both share the same size 1.43-inch screen. They also share the same resolution, 466 by 466, with the same 600 nits of peak brightness and the same 326 pixels per inch. So they have more or less the same AMOLED display, but the Ticwatch also has an ultra low powered display sandwiched on top of the AMOLED display. So this was designed to give you an always-on low-powered display at all times to save you battery. All right, so let's talk performance. The Galaxy Watch 7 is powered by the new Exynos W1000, which is a Penta-Core 3nm processor clocked at 1.4 GHz. The OnePlus Watch 2 is powered by dual processors. So you have the Snapdragon W5 Gen 1, so the non-plus version of this chipset, powering the full smart mode of this watch. But there is also a secondary BES 7200 chipset, which is used for a separate power saving mode. And in my full review, I expressed appreciation of how OnePlus implemented dual operating systems on this watch like no other smartwatch has done to date. Now the Ticwatch Pro 5 is also powered by the Snapdragon W5 Plus Gen 1, so it's the slightly upgraded Plus version of this chipset. And for RAM and storage, all three watches have the same 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage. Now next up, we're talking dimensions and weight. Galaxy Watch 7 is 44.4 millimeters in diameter with a thickness of 9.7 millimeters, and it weighs only 33 grams. The OnePlus Watch 2 is 47 millimeters in diameter, and it's 12.1 millimeters thick, and it weighs 79.4 grams. So you can certainly feel that weight. The Ticwatch Pro 5 Enduro is 50.1 millimeters in diameter, 12.2 millimeters thick, and it weighs 63.5 grams. So the heaviest watch is the OnePlus Watch 2, and the reason is not just the size, it's the material used. Stainless steel is actually heavier than aluminium and titanium. So the lightest and the most compact watch from the three is the Galaxy Watch 7. This 44mm version is a nice size. You get that full 1.5 inch big beautiful display, but without any bulk from the bezels, and therefore it's also thinner than the other two, and aluminium alloy means it's very light too. Now on my wrist, all three smartwatches look and feel comfortable. Here is the Galaxy Watch 7 and the Ticwatch Pro 5 Enduro. And on this side we have the OnePlus Watch 2. Now in case you're wondering, I have a wrist circumference of 7 inches, and for my wrist I find that the most comfortable size from the three has to be the Galaxy Watch 7. It's the lightest, slimmest, and still manages to have a bigger and better AMOLED display than the other two. Okay, furthermore, all three watches have 2 buttons on the side. The Galaxy Watch 7 has 2 flat style buttons, and for navigation you have a touch sensitive bezel, as I mentioned earlier, with haptic feedback for navigating the menus. The OnePlus Watch has a crown button and a flat style button, and no special navigating tricks. Okay, the Ticwatch has a flat style button and a rather nice rotating crown button with haptics, which is used for navigating the menus. Loudspeaker locations are the same for all three watches, so on the lower left side. And looking at the bottom of the watches, we have our health sensors, and all three watches support a large number of health sensors built in. So they all have an optical heart rate sensor, blood oxygen monitoring, along with gyroscope, accelerometer, ambient light sensor, barometer, and geomagnetic sensors. The Galaxy Watch 7 has a few extra tricks up its sleeve, namely BIA sensor and an infrared temperature sensor, and features fall detection. The Ticwatch also has a temperature sensor, but unfortunately there is no temperature sensor in the OnePlus. Also, all three watches support automatic sleep detection, including multiple sleep stages and automatically recording daytime naps. The OnePlus and the Ticwatch do not support fall detection, and physically the sensors do look and feel a bit different. Now we talk about finish. Now the GW7 and the OnePlus Watch 2 both have a nice smooth, almost ceramic type material on the back, but Ticwatch has opted for plastic back, and in the middle you have that smooth finish. Now OnePlus and Ticwatch have visible charger pins. So that's the OnePlus charger, attaches to the back of the watch magnetically, and you've got a USB-A connector. Same with the Ticwatch, you've got a slightly smaller magnetic charger with a USB-A connector. And the Galaxy Watch 7 has a slightly different charger. We have a small wireless charging pad, which attaches on magnetically with a Type-C connector. Now all three watches support fast charging. The Galaxy Watch 7 takes 75 minutes to charge to 100%. OnePlus takes 60 minutes to charge to 100%, and the Ticwatch takes around 55 minutes to fully charge. Now the battery life is quite interesting. Now the Samsung's GW7 has a 425 milliamp hour battery, which promises up to 40 hours of battery life, so that is around 1.6 days. Now the OnePlus Watch 2 has a 500 milliamp hour battery, and OnePlus promises up to 48 hours of battery life. 2 days of battery life is expected from the OnePlus Watch 2. And the Ticwatch Pro 5 Enduro has the biggest battery we have ever seen in a Wear OS smartwatch. So that's 628 milliamp hour battery. That's a bigger battery than both Samsung Galaxy Ultra and the Apple Watch Ultra. And Ticwatch claimed that their watch can last up to 80 hours, which translates to around 3.3 days. Now realistically, let me tell you what actually happened. With normal usage, the Galaxy Watch 7 lasted me around 2.5 days. The OnePlus Watch 2 gave me a whopping 4 days of battery life, which I was quite impressed with. And the Ticwatch Pro 5 Enduro took things to the next level. I actually managed 5 whole days of battery life with this watch. And in case you're wondering about my settings and how I achieve my results, I always switch the 24/7 SpO2 and stress monitoring off. Heart rate monitoring is on, but I only set it to monitor every 10 minutes when I'm resting or sleeping. I usually have my brightness as low as possible, and always on display is always switched off. So with those settings, that is what I achieved. And just to let you know, we've got 5 GHz Wi-Fi in the Galaxy Watch and the OnePlus Watch, but unfortunately the Ticwatch supports only 2 GHz Wi-Fi. Now the GW7 is running Wear OS 5 with ONEUI Watch 6 on top. So that is the latest version of Wear OS. The OnePlus Watch 2 is running Wear OS version 4. And the Ticwatch, unfortunately, is still stuck on Wear OS 3.5. So we're still waiting for that update, guys. Now technically all 3 watches and menus are super smooth in operation with plenty of customization options. You have the Google Play Store, Google Maps, ability to watch YouTube videos, plenty of watch faces, supports third-party apps like Spotify, Strava, and tons of downloadable watch faces. Google Voice Assistant is available on both GW7 and the OnePlus Watch 2, and I'll show you them in action. What is the weather like today?
Tonight in London, the forecast is around 16 with showers. Currently it's 18 degrees and mostly cloudy.
So what is the weather like today?
Tonight in London, the forecast is around 16 with showers. Currently it's 18 degrees and mostly cloudy.
GW7 actually has 2, a choice between Bixby and Google Assistant. But unfortunately, the Ticwatch does not feature Google Voice Assistant, as version 3.5 of Wear OS just doesn't support it. So unfortunately, we're really missing out on Google Voice on the Ticwatch. Now, all 3 smartwatches also have nearly the same health features. The main difference is Galaxy Watch does not support 24-hour blood oxygen monitoring. Instead, you can manually check your SpO2 when you need to, or it will automatically check your SpO2 whilst you're sleeping. Now, the OnePlus Watch 2 can also check your SpO2 automatically whilst you are resting or sleeping. However, the Ticwatch does support real 24/7 blood oxygen monitoring, and you can set the intervals to suit. So everything else is quite similar feature-wise. They all support continuous heart rate monitoring, automatic sleep monitoring, including recording multiple sleep records day and night. They all support automatic workout detection. You can also take Bluetooth calls directly on the watches. You have 24/7 stress monitoring. They all have plenty of built-in workouts to choose from, and pretty decent accurate health sensors in all 3 watches. And I have tested them against a medical grade oximeter, and they all came out very close. Galaxy Watches have some extra features like blood pressure and ECG and temperature sensor. Oh, and you get that BIA sensor as well. The Ticwatch also comes with a temperature sensor, but unfortunately, OnePlus Watch does not include a temperature sensor. Also, both Ticwatch and OnePlus do not feature fall detection or women's health tracking, whereas the Galaxy Watch does. So what about iOS and Android compatibility? Well, all 3 watches are running Wear OS by Google based on Android, and neither are compatible with iPhone. Also, with the Samsung Watch, you need to connect with a Samsung phone for full functionality. And there are so many new features in the GW7, and they rely on a Samsung device for full compatibility. Now, the OnePlus and Ticwatch can actually be used with any Android phone with full functionality. So that was the physical and specs compared, but realistically, which watch is better for you? And again, this is how they look on my wrist, and I do have a wrist circumference of 7 inches, and in terms of comfort, they all feel great. But if I be honest with you guys, the Galaxy Watch 7 feels the most comfortable on my wrist. It has the biggest screen, yet it manages to be the lightest and the slimmest from the bunch. OnePlus and Ticwatch both also feel very comfy, but they're a little bit too thick and heavy for my wrists. Now, when you compare it to the Galaxy Watch, you can certainly feel that extra weight on both. So that sums up my three-way comparison. Let me know which one you would go for after watching this video. Meanwhile, if you want to see more of my latest and greatest unbiased tech reviews, hit the like button, sub to the channel, and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.